What's up, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to another All-22 film breakdown. The Dallas Cowboys take out the New York Giants on Thursday Night Football. If you want to check out that post-game reaction, check out the rest of the channel. But today we're going to be looking at a player that I think we've been waiting forever to talk about, and it's former first-round draft pick from Michigan, defensive tackle Mazi Smith. That's what I'm talking about. And he was the highest PFF-graded player from any Dallas Cowboy player that played last night on Thursday Night Football with an 88.4. And if you look at his PFF grades, kind of just improving slightly bit by bit each week, and he just had an explosive game, and I can't wait to jump into the film and look at it with you. But be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And as always, not a professional, I'm not an analyst, just a fan admiring the details of the game. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Let's jump on in. Let's look at this first play here. Mazi Smith is going to break through the double team for a tackle for no gain. And this is something that we've been seeing constantly in the first weeks of football, is that when a defensive tackle for the Dallas Cowboys gets in any kind of double team, and we've seen this. I mean, you could look at the other All-22 breakdowns that we have done, but anytime they've had this double team, they've been pushed over here. I mean, just 5 yards off the line. That's what we've been seeing consistently. But Mazi Smith said, no, not today. I'm not going to get pushed. I'm not going to get bullied. And that's what we needed to see from our defense, Cowboys Nation. But more importantly, we needed to see it from Mazi Smith. Gets the double team, fights through it with that extra weight he put back on in training camp, and just clubs his way through that double team and gets that tackle for no gain. This is exciting stuff, Cowboys Nation. Not only do we need to see this from our defensive line, we needed to see it from our defensive tackle. Next play here is another special play. Mazi Smith is up here at the top, and this might be my favorite play of the game from him last night, but it might be one of his best plays of his career. Look at that. Fights through, gets the tackle for a loss. Beautiful. From a different angle here, we see Mazi Smith up here, and he just owns this one-on-one matchup. Oh my gosh, you love to see it. Look how quick he is. And this is something, we talked about it again in our previous All-22s, is that Mazi was a little bit slow coming off the line, but I mean, look at that explosion right off the snap. Boom. And then with the one hand right here, a nice technique to get Singletary in the backfield, and he closes in on the play, makes the tackle. There were a couple of missed tackles yesterday, and Mazi Smith makes sure not to miss this tackle. Let's watch it one more time. This was such a beautiful play. Explosion, swipe, and the finish on the play. Great job, number 58. This last play I wanted to show y'all because it's just not all about sexiness, right? It's just not all about getting the tackles. This was a great play from Mazi as well. Giants got the motion here. Mazi Smith is going to be up at the top. And we talked about this again, too. One of the main issues that the Cowboys have had is their defensive tackle not only getting pushed back, because, right, usually the past couple of weeks they've been pushed back here 3, 4, 5 yards. But one of the things that the defensive line needed to do is establish the line of scrimmage. And Mazi does a great job of applying his strength and his physicality. And instead of getting pushed back 5 yards, Singletary has to push it back to the left. Simple techniques like that will make this defense go further, and the details matter because Mazi Smith holds that. Could have went for the tackle, but no worries. The defense was hungry, and they end up getting the play. It did go for a few yards, but little details like that matter, man. In a defense that requires 11 men to come together and put together an effort to stop an offense. Look, it's not all sexy, right? The other two plays were explosive, but this is Mazi doing his job. And great teams do that. They have players that do their job. And like I said, Mazi Smith came in as the highest graded player per PFF and just had an astounding game, had a lot of explosive plays, looked quicker off the snap, and he did his job. Micah Parsons talked about it in last week's press conference, but we had a lot of guys playing hero ball. But good defenses rely on each of their players doing their part, and Mazi did a lot of that, and he had some explosive plays as well. And on top of Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence might be out for a few weeks here, you need consistent play like this from Mazi Smith. So great job, number 58. Game ball goes to you. We want to see more of this. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and go Cowboys.